Hello, welcome to Modia's Academy. Today we're having a fraction. This is still a basic fraction, okay? In my previous class, we did a order of operation. So I'm doing this to illustrate what we did previously, the more. And right here we have a two whole number, 3/4, plus three whole number, 2/5, right? So we're going to simplify this. This is a fraction, as I said. But as you can see right here, this one has a mixed number. So it has a whole number and it has a fractional part on both sides, right? So we're going to simplify it and see what this is. So before we begin, I've told you before, whenever you have different signs in fraction, you have to do them in order of operation. But right here, we have one sign, but the complexity here is just because they have what mixed number. They have whole number and a fractional part, right? So we're going to simplify this by looking at the whole number first. We're going to pay attention to the whole number. There are different ways to do this because math is not just one way. There are different ways to approach math. What really matters if you can prove your point and you arrive at the answer. These are what matters in math, okay? So we have this right here, this 2, and you have 3/4 plus 3, 2/5, right? So the whole number is what you're going to pay attention to first in this method I'm going to use. I can do this other ways, but I'm going to use one method right here, right? So we're going to take the whole number and we'll put the fractional part on one side, right? So if you look at the base, which is the denominators, so you have 4 and 5. So these denominators, they are not the same. So neither can you add them, okay? So what we're going to do, you're going to take what? LCM of this denominator. So let's proceed. Right here, I'm just going to have a rule here. So before I do that, let me repeat this. I'm going to put this in black pen, okay? So let me go to whole number 3/4 plus 3 whole number 2/5. Okay. So I'm going to take the whole number on one side, right? So I'm going to have 2 because they are whole number. This 3. And mind you, there's plus in between them, okay? I'm going to say 2 plus 3 is going to be 5, right? 2 plus 3 is going to be 5. 2 plus 3, 5, right? So I'm going to have rule here, okay? This rule I'm having, right here, you have the denominator, which is 4 and 5. So the LCM of this denominator is going to be 20 because 4 can go to 20 and 5 can go to 20, okay? Without any remainder. So I'm going to have 20 here, or 20, okay? So right here, I'm going to say, how many 4 do I have a 20? Mind you, I brought the whole number together already, 2 plus 5. I didn't want to, I would have just had it say, sorry, 2 plus 3. I would have just say 5, but I just want to follow step by step so that everybody understands what I'm doing, okay? I don't want anybody to get lost. This basic, okay? That's what I'm doing, okay? So my aim here is to simplify things, is to make things more easier for everybody to understand it, okay? So what I have here, I'm going to say 4 into 20. 4 into 20 is going to be 5, right? Yes, it's going to be 5. So I'm going to say, how many times can 4 go into 20? It's going to be 5 times. So the 5 right here is going to multiply the 3 that was already there, which is the numerator. I'm going to say times 3, okay? Then I have plus here. So right here also, you have 5. I'm going to say, how many times can 5 go into 20? It's going to be 4 times, right? So I'm going to put 5. 20 divided by 5 is going to be what? 4 times. Times 2, that is the numerator right there. That is already there on top. Times 2, right? So mind you, I'm going to have these guys. Let me come to the other side. So 2 plus 3 is going to give me 5 automatically, right? 2 plus 5 is going to give me 5. then let me have the rule right there, okay? So 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. Yeah, plus still right there in the middle, okay? So I'm going to say 4 times 2 is going to give me 8 over what? 20, okay? So mind you, 5 is still there. I put a 5 there. That's the whole number. It's not a fraction anymore. So I'm going to say 15 plus 8. 15 plus 8 will give me 23, right? 23 over 20. Okay. So right here, I have what? This is supposed to be the answer. I have 5 whole number 23 over 20. This is supposed to be the answer. But in the field of mathematics, it can be the answer. Because why? You have 23 on top of 20. So 20 cannot be carried 23 because 23 is too big for 20 to be carried. So in the field of mathematics, this is improper what? Fraction. When you have improper fraction, you have to make sure you break it down or you simplify it to the least so that the numerator will be lower than the denominator. Okay, in that case, it become what? Proper what? Now. Sorry, proper fraction. Sorry, I'm not teaching English. I'm not saying proper now. That was a mistake. So it's called proper fraction, not proper now. Okay. So what do we do right here? We're going to be having what? We're going to say how many times can 20 go to 23? It's just going to be one time, right? One time, right? So we're still going to be having what? The whole number, which is 5. So we're going to say 20, 20 going to 23, 20 going to 23, we're going to be having 1, right? We're going to be having 1, okay? So right here, we're going to have a plus because there's already a whole number. Another whole number is coming. You have to put plus because you're going to add it to the 5 that is already existing. You're going to say plus 1, okay? So when 20 going to 23, it's going to be one time. And it's going to remain how many? It's going to remain what? 1, which is 1 that is here. So you're going to say 1 over what? No, when it goes, it's going to be what? One time. So when it go one time, no, it's not going to remain 1. It's going to remain 3, right? Sorry, it's going to remain 3, right? So when it's 20 minus, yeah, it's going to be remain 3. 23 minus 20 is 3. Okay, it's going to remain what? 3 right here. Okay, you see what? One whole number, that one you're going to add it to the 5 that is already existing. One whole number, 3 over what? 20. Okay, this is the answer, right? But as usual, I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to use a red ink to, to present this, okay? So we're going to say 5 plus 1 is going to be 6. 6. 6 whole number, 3 over 20. This is the answer, okay? But let me use a red pen to present this more better so that it will be vivid or clear enough for everybody to see. So I'm going to say 6 whole number, 3 over 20. This is the answer. We draw a curtain here, or we call it a day. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, and share. If there's any comment, please drop it at the comment section below. Have a great day. Thank you.